It's Miss Shaw.
Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Burkle.
My name is Miss Bailey.
Hello everybody, my name is Miss Middlebrook, but you guys can call me Miss M.
Hi second graders, my name is Miss Hickman and I am so excited to be your summer reading teacher.
Hey guys, it's me, Miss Nieves. Thank you for joining me today.
Hello everyone, it's Mr. Burkle again. Welcome back. We are now in week 2 and this is video 1. I'm so happy to see you again. Guess what? We're going to get to read some more stories today. And we're going to review some things we did last week and continue to learn some new things to help our brain keep growing nice and big and strong. Let's check out those words we looked at last week and see if we remember the meaning of some of them. Let's hop in right here and check us out. Let's see. There we go. Characters. Can you say characters? Characters. Characters are those who of the story, remember? Could be people, animals, or creatures. Depends on the story. Oh, that unicorn could be a creature, right? Or if you had a talking piece of furniture or a talking car, that could be some sort of creature, maybe an alien, some sort of different creature. Next is that word setting. Can you say setting? Can you whisper it? Setting. Setting is where the story happens, right? Maybe it's inside, maybe it's outside, maybe it's up on a tall hilltop, or maybe it's in a store somewhere. Every story has a different setting of where it might take place. And of course, those 3 words next are beginning, middle, and end, right? There's where the action of the story is. So there might be a problem, there might be a solution at the end, and in the beginning you meet your characters, right? You figure out what's going on in the story. Oh, in a story map, you'll be using that story map again today to map out today's story to see if we can find all of these wonderful things that are part of a story. All right, looking at beginning, middle, and end again. Like I said, it's the who of the story. You figure out who the characters are right when it starts. Then the middle, right? The middle, maybe the meat of your sandwich is a problem. Ooh, there's something going wrong possibly, or they're trying to fix something or solve something. So we kind of find what that is in the middle, right? The characters are doing something. Ooh, and at the end, usually the problem is solved. We want to know, well, how did they fix what was going on? Or how did they overcome a challenge that they were facing in this story? Ooh, let's think of our daily schedule for a second. Think about, let's see if this makes sense. All right, a normal day. You would wake up and you'd go downstairs and you eat dinner. And then you would go back upstairs and brush your teeth. And then you would put clothes on for the day and come down and go to school. And then you'd come home and have breakfast. And then you'd go back to school. There's some clubs after school you have to go to, right, for gymnastics or singing or soccer. And then you come back to home and you have lunch. Oh my goodness, that doesn't make any sense, right? There's no flow. That doesn't go from beginning to middle to end. If stories were like that, our brains would be really confused, wouldn't they? We wouldn't know how to make sense of the story. So that's why beginning, middle, and end are so important, because there's something that starts the story, something that happens in the middle, and something that is at the end, just like our daily schedule. We usually eat breakfast, lunch, and then dinner, right? Or we wake up, we go to school, and then come home. And that's the order that makes sense, right? So we want to make sure that we stay in order and help us figure out the order of our story goes in, from beginning, middle, to end. So today's story is called Can I Play? As we read this together, I'll set a timer like I've done before, and you're going to think about those characters, think about the setting, and think about the action, the beginning, middle, and end of the things that happen in the story Can I Play? All right, go ahead and start reading Can I Play, and I'm going to read it here as well. All right, I hope you enjoyed that story. Can I Play? Let's take a look about those three important words as we are about to fill out our story map. Who, where, and what, right? Who was in the story? Do you remember the three characters, or the four characters? Actually, they were all people in this story. Their names, do you remember their names? It was Jan, Meg, Tim, and Ben. And remember, our characters go right up here at the top of our story map. So you can draw those four characters or write their names here. The where is our next important question. Where did the story happen? If we think about looking at the pictures, those always help us see where it's happening. It happened outside and on a playground, right? And right up here in the setting is where you can draw the playground or right outside, right? That's where the story happened. Ooh, here comes beginning, middle, and end, of course. There's some action, there's some things that happen during our story. Well, let's see at the beginning. Who was playing at the beginning, right? We had one of our, Jan was playing, and she wanted to see about the jump rope and see if she could join in. And then they started adding more kids. Meg came along, right? And then they were teaching Tim some new things about the jump rope. And they were all together, right? They kept adding friends and learning more how to do some of the jump rope skills. And finally, at the very end, another friend, Ben, came in to join as well. And at the end, they were all jump roping together and all learning some new ways to jump rope. So again, that was the beginning, middle, end. We met some of our characters at the beginning. Some more came in the middle and started jump roping some more. And finally, at the end, we had all four characters jumping rope together. Pretty neat. Good job. You can continue to work filling out your story map. Ooh, and now our next part of the directions were to retell or tell the story again, right? Let's take a look at this. When you go retell the story, remember, you don't have to say every single word in the story. It's just a short summary of what happened in the story. Can I play? So you think about first this happened, next this happened, and last this happened at the end, right? Just like beginning, middle, and end. You can use the language or the words first, next, and last this happened. Make sure to include all those characters when you're telling somebody. There's four of them, right? This time, four people, for four kids. Tell them about the setting. Tell them it happened outside outside on a playground area. And of course, tell them those major events, what happened. They were jumping rope, and they were playing with each other and learning new ways to do it. So think the first thing that happened, right? Jan joined Meg, and then Tim was jumping rope and showed Jan how to do it, and then Jane jumped rope, and then Ben wanted to play too. Excellent. You'll be able to retell or tell that story again to someone else. All right, boys and girls, it is time to say goodbye, sadly already. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next time on our next video. Hello everyone, it's Mr. Burkle again. Welcome back. We are on week 2, video 2 today. We have a new story called To Market we're going to be exploring and reading and answering some questions about it, of course. Let's dive into our first task of the day, and it's talking about finding the meaning of unknown words. This is when you're coming across a story and you come across a word, you're like, I'm not sure I know that word, or I've seen that word, or maybe you say it and you're not exactly sure what it is. Well, I'm here to give you some helpful clues and tips to help solve or hopefully try to figure out the meaning of that word you may not know. Let's take a look here. Unknown words. To figure out a word, let's look at number 1 here. It says, look at the pictures. Can you look at the pictures of a story? Sometimes when you read a sentence you may not know, and you may want to look at the pictures, and that could help you figure out what that word means. Number 2 is just look at the beginning sounds of the word. Maybe you don't know the whole word, but you can at least try to stretch it out. I always say Stretchy the snake, right? Stretch them out, stretch those words, and see if you can say the beginning sound to it. Number 3, it says, try reading the word and ask yourself, does that word sound right? Maybe you have to say it a few times to make sure that word sounds right, and then you can go, oh, I think I've heard that word, and you can use all the clues before, right? The beginning sounds and the picture, and you can start to say, oh, I think that's what that word might be. Number 4 down here says, then ask yourself, does that word make sense in the sentence, right? You read it to yourself in a sentence and you say, does that make sense? And then you can figure out if it's a word you may know or still a new word. And finally, go back and read the sentence smoothly. So today's story is called To Market. Well, we just finished talking about unknown words, and market doesn't seem too familiar. Have you heard the word market before? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, that's okay. Market is another word for like a grocery store. A market is where people sell things. A lot of the times it's food, right? Fresh food you might have grown from a garden or a farm, and they're selling these things to people who want to use it to eat or to cook with, right? So a market, can you say market? Market. A market is another word for grocery store or a place where you can buy fruits and vegetables and all kinds of things you might want to eat or cook with. To market. Excellent. Well, as always, I'm going to set our timer for our 2 minutes, and you and I are going to read our story To Market. I want you to think if there's any unknown words you might know, not know in there, and see if you can look at the pictures that are on the story, or maybe some of the sentences or words around it to help you determine the meaning of that unknown word, all right? Let's take a look at our story here. I'll get our timer in just a second, and we will be ready to go. All right, go ahead and start to read To Market. right, I hope you enjoyed that story today, To Market. When we saw that story, we could see that there was a boy and a girl and it looked like a mom at the beginning, right? And they were sending them off to the market to buy some things. Let's take a look at the questions after that story to see if we can answer them together. That one kind of had a fun little rhythm to it, you might say, right? Home again, jiggity jig. It's kind of fun to read. It's fun when we have rhymes like that, or songs, or stories with like a rhythm or a beat we can use. Let's take a look at our questions. Here it says, number 1, they buy 3 things at the market. What are they? Do you remember the things they bought? See if you can think of the 3 things. There was a pig, and a hog, and a plum bun. Plum bun, that's a fun word to say. I didn't know what a plum bun was, so I went to find one. It's kind of like a little dessert or a little pastry, as you can see in this picture here. Ooh, making me hungry. So they bought those 3 things. You can write that on the sentence line there. They bought a pig, a hog, and a plum bun. And where did they get that? They got it at the market. Excellent. So those are the 3 things they bought. Now, what about number 2? What does jig mean? Ooh, this is where it's important. We talked about an unknown word, right? We can find the meaning of it. Jig, that might have been a new word for some of us. Let's see if we can first make sure we're saying it right. This is what I like to do for words with 3 sounds in it, and usually a beginning, a middle, and an end sound, right? See if you can do that. Go beginning, middle, and end. Just like in a story, there's beginning, middle, and end. There are sounds of beginning, middle, and end in a word too. So let's sound out jig. J, I, g. Jig. And when you put it all together, right? Let's do it one more time. Ready? Go. J, I, g. Jig. Excellent. Jig might be one of those unknown words. Now, if you remember our clues right, what can we do to figure out the meaning? It says here's how it's used. So let's look at the words it's used with. Home again, jiggity, jig. There it is. Home again, jiggity, jig. Well, after I remember our clues, it said to look at the pictures first. So when I look at my pictures here, I see them, a boy and the girl, and do you see those lines? There's some lines around the boy and girl. It kind of shows that they're moving. Okay, I'm also looking at the pictures. Do they look happy or do they look sad? They look pretty happy to me, you're right. I think so too. I wonder what's making them happy. Home again, jiggity jig. Okay, let's read our choices here. Jig. Animal, does it mean animal? Well, I see there's a pig and a hog in the story, but I don't know if that's what jig means. A dance. A dance, let's see. It could mean a dance, jiggity dance. Okay, they're kind of moving, they're kind of dancing in the picture. What about C, car, jiggity car? Do you see any cars in the picture? I don't either, so I think I would say B, dance, right? A dance. A jig is a kind of dance. Jiggity jig. Yes, definitely. So yes, I would think that jig means dance, right? It's kind of a dance. Jig, they're home again, jiggity jig. Sometimes you get excited when you buy things or when you're about to cook something, maybe one of your favorite meals to eat, right? And I know I love to dance when I get excited, and dancing makes me happy. And I like to start to do a little jiggity jig, just like the characters in our story did. Excellent. So we used all those clues, right? We sounded it out. We looked at the beginning sound. We looked at the pictures. We said it in the sentence, right? And it kind of helped us figure out the meaning of jig if it was an unknown word to us. Finally, that third question, what helps us figure out what jig means, right? And it says, is there something in the words or the pictures? Well, I think I would circle those kids dancing, right? Those little lines around them. I might circle their smiling faces because that showed me they were happy. They were moving. It's kind of hard to show moving in a picture, but that's what those little lines meant, right? So they were doing their jig, and that helped me and my brain know that, oh, jig must mean some sort of dance. All right, excellent. Do you think you could show me one of your best jigs? I'll try to do a little jig. I know I always usually do a jig at the beginning and the end of these videos. Let me see your jig. Excellent! You got some good dance moves. You can tell everyone now that you know the meaning of jig. You can say, want to see my jig? And that can mean show them your dance moves, right? Excellent. All right. Before you watch the next video, please make sure you read the story Luke, June, and Rose, and then you'll be all ready for our next story and our next activity and questions, all right? But for now, let's keep doing our jig and show me your best dance moves as we sadly say goodbye. I will see you next time. Bye. Hello everyone, welcome back. It is still week 2 and we are on video 3 today. We're going to jump into a new story called Luke, June, and Rose. And you should have already read it before we started this video, right? Like I said at the end of our last one. So I hope you enjoyed reading it as much as I did. Luke, June, and Rose. Let's take a look at what we're going to be doing with that story today. First of all, we're going to be looking at the important vocabulary, those words that we've been talking about this whole time, right? The who, why, and the what. The who, why, and what. All right. Let's take a look at that who again. Who, the characters asking which person or which animal, right? It could be an animal or a person in the story. Now, the next one is why. Why? They did this because there's a reason they did something, an action, or the reason they said something in the story. We want to know why they did that. Just like our umbrella example here. Why would you need an umbrella? Well, because it's raining and you don't want to get wet, right? There's a reason we do things, right? Why do we wear shoes on our feet? Well, we don't want them to get wet or dirty or step on anything that might hurt us, right? There's a reason for things. So who and why. And finally, we ask that what question. Ooh, the 3 W's. Can you say that? 3 W's. Who, why, and what. What? We're asking for information about something. We want to know more about something. So we're going to ask that question, what, right? Okay. I always tell my students, and of course I'm telling you as well, good readers ask questions. We want to get that brain power, right? We just don't want to just read something and then forget all about it or not really understand what we just read. We want to make sure we ask those good, important questions like who, what, and why to make sure we can understand what we've read. And maybe we can retell or be able to tell another person what we read and what happened in that story. So good readers are asking these questions, right? We want to know more about the story. Now, my next question is, where do we go to answer these questions? Think about it. Where do we find the answers to any questions about something we just read? Do we go look in our math books? No. Do we go look in the sandbox in the playground outside? No, boys and girls, we always look in the text. Almost always, you're going to find your answers in the text or in the story that you just read, right? That's why it's so important to reread and go back through the process, right? To make sure we are rereading the story and really getting in our brain. All right, let's take a look at the questions. You've already read Luke, June, and Rose, and I read it as well a few times to get it in my brain. And those 3 important W's, what are they? Who, what, and why? Our first question is, who is Rose? Who is Rose? Do we know who Rose is? If you look at those pictures and see if you can figure it out. Rose. Rose is a cat? No. Is Rose a dog? Yes, Rose is a dog, isn't she? She's a dog in this story. And Luke and June are the two kids that are helping her with this bath, right? So Rose is the dog. You can write that as your first answer to that question because you wanted to know who. Who was one of the characters in the story? Well, there was an animal, a dog, and two kids, Luke and June. Excellent. If we look at our next W word, what? What are Luke and June doing with Rose? Let's see. Are they playing fetch and throwing a ball back and forth? No, they're not doing that in this story. Are they dressing her up in a special dog outfit, right? No, they're not doing that either in this story. Are they giving Rose a bath? They are. That is what they're doing. That's part of the action, right? The meat of our story. They are giving Rose the dog a bath. Excellent. And let's look at that final W question. It is why. We want to know why did it happen? Why does Luke say no, Rose on page 279? So if we look closely at that picture, it's telling us a good picture clue, right? Those pictures, like we've said, help us understand what's going on in the story. And our pictures usually always match our text, right? And our words in the story. So Luke says, no, Rose. What's Rose doing in that picture? Can you see it? Can you do it too? What's she doing? Shake, 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 shake. She's shaking all the water off her and it's getting all over Luke. So that's why he's saying, no, you're going to get me soaking wet, right? So he wants to make sure she doesn't do that. But it looks like he's going to get wet anyways, doesn't he? So we figured out the why, right? He just doesn't want to get all that water all over him and the dog Rose is shaking it all over him. So we figured out who, what, and why. I hope you enjoyed our story today, Luke, June, and Rose. We helped figure out the meaning of who was in the story, what was happening in the story, and why some of the characters were reacting some of the ways they were by looking at those pictures, right? They really help us figure out what's going on in the story. Excellent, boys and girls. Well, it is time to say goodbye. I will see you next time. You did a great job today, as always. Goodbye.